and welcome. Something magnificent has just happened and I have to show you guys. I had a ball python, I still have. I have a ball python, my golden one. You've probably seen lots of pictures on her on my Instagram and I've used her in a couple of videos. She and Noelle as well got sick. They had a respiratory infection. For some time they stopped eating and then they both started eating again. What happened then was that my golden girl, she stopped eating again. I could not get her to eat. We are closing in on more than 2 months now where she didn't eat. See that she was losing weight, and that is really a sign that you need to take this seriously. Ball python can go an amount of time without eating without it hurting the ball python, which is why if the feeding stop hasn't been going on for that long, it's not that bad. But as soon as the ball python is starting to lose weight, it becomes really serious. This girl she was becoming thinner and I was beginning to see the spine. So I was getting so worried. I was dead scared. She's one of my absolute favorite and I really care for her. So I was so scared that she wouldn't eat. So today's video is gonna be some tips and tricks on what to do if your ball python won't eat. The first thing that I did when I discovered my ball python was not eating was to try and switch the food. I was feeding with rats, I tried to feed with mice, and I tried to feed live, tried to feed dead, thawed, all that kind of stuff. I really tried to switch around to see if she would eat any of that. Nothing whatsoever. She could not care less. If I was feeding dead, she would kind of hardly look at it. If I was feeding live, the mouse would just crawl around the terrarium. She really didn't care. The next thing I did was that I looked at how the terrarium itself was designed, because ball pythons are nocturnal animals, which means that they feel the safest when it's dark and when it's small and cozy. They live in holes on the ground, so they really need this tight, small, warm place to feel safe. I did not give her that. She was in a terrarium. It was a big terrarium. It was open. She did have a hide, but she did not use it as much as I definitely would have liked her to. So the more I began to think about it, the more I could see that she was getting more and more stressed. I moved her from the bigger terrarium, moved her to a smaller one, and then I put the hide in there and I put the towel on. With that, I just completely left her alone for a week, just in the dark, with the warmth, with the hide, with the water, left her completely alone. I checked on her once a day to see if she had enough water, if she was still alive and doing well. Other than that, I would leave her completely alone. And that's the most difficult thing to do when you're a reptile owner with a sick animal, is to leave it alone. But that's really the number one thing you have to do with ball pythons if they're in a feeding strike. You need to leave them alone if they're stressed. They need to de-stress, they need to be left alone. So what has just happened now is what I'm going to show you, because I literally just filmed this. So look at this, guys. You may be wondering why I've put a towel on top of a terrarium, but that is because that I've experienced what I've talked about a lot of times and what many ball python owners fear, which is the hunger strike. And it's really uncomfortable. You feel like such a bad owner and you blame yourself constantly. It's okay to feel like that, it's very natural, but the good thing you should always tell yourself is that you can fix it. You can definitely fix a ball python who is in a feeding strike. I have to say this is an experiment. I'm not sure it works, but we are gonna see if it works. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try feeding. I have to give you a warning, it is a live feeding. I have promised to show how you get a ball python or a snake who only wants to eat live to move to eat dead. So I will also be showing that. But first off, let's go get a rat and see if she wants to eat. Alright, so this is the rat. This is a male rat. It has a pretty good size. It's a perfect size for her. She could go a bit bigger, but I don't want to push her that much. So this is the male that we are going to feed with. Yes. Oh guys, I'm so happy. She took it right away. A 2-month feeding strap, and she took it. I didn't even have the time to get the camera. You probably heard the scream from the rat. She took it right away. All right guys, this really, it worked, guys, it worked. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh, this is so pleasing. I am really sorry about the live feeding, guys. I really am. Usually, especially when they're this big, I really don't like live feeding, but right now, since she was losing weight, it was really a matter of, I'm not gonna say life and death, but we're getting close. As you can see, she is looking a bit more skinny that you would like. So she can get some rest. I'm still gonna keep her in here a little more while until I get her a little bit fatter. There. More and more rest. That's all she needs. Guys, I am so happy. I can't tell you how happy I am that she is finally eating. And please, if you have a ball python in an eating style, please try this. Try this. It might work for you. It did certainly work for me. But remember, if you have a ball python that's in a feeding strike, do a checklist. Does the ball python have a hide? Does it have warmth enough? How is the humidity? Is the terrarium too open? Does it need more clutter? Take a look at those 5 steps, and if you see anything wrong, like I did, I looked at it and I was telling myself, this is something, you're doing something wrong, you need to fix it. And that's what makes the best reptile keeper ever. When you see a mistake, you fix it. And you can't do like me, share your experience, because there might be some of you guys out there with a ball python who isn't eating, and maybe if you try this trick and it works for you, it's perfect. By fixing my mistake and sharing it, I've helped someone else fixing theirs. Guys, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm so happy and I'm so relieved. I really am. I want to go check on her just one more time, and then I'm gonna leave her alone. She really needs to get food regularly now so I can get her weight back up. She definitely deserves that. I really hope you could use this example for something good. I really do. If you're a ball python keeper out there who has a ball python in a feeding strike, don't lose courage. No, it's really hard. Just keep on trying, keep on trying. You are gonna fix this. Thank you guys. That's all for today. A very short video, but I just had to share this happy moment with you. As usual, if you have any comments or questions, just put them right down below here in the comment section. Also, please give the video a like so I know that you like what I make, and while you're at it, just hit subscribe on that channel. As usual, you can find me on Instagram under the name jossersjungle. Thank you guys for now, and bye bye.